All right, class. Good morning, and here we are again. So let us start your new chapter, which is simple linear regression. And this simple linear regression, we started the introduction part from the previous class. So quickly, we will go through the recap. I hope you guys can listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in the previous class, I'll just do a quick recap. Uh, while we finished the previous chapter, your correlation chapter, we started with the introduction of this simple linear regression. And there were a few points which I would like to remind. Like this, regression is about making predictions. But this will be done only when a relationship exists. So we are talking about only two variables here. So be it x and y. And this regression will help us to establish the nature of relationship between these two variables, and a functional relationship between these two variables. So we are not discussing more than two variable cases here. This is simple linear regression, and this simple linear regression we will be studying only two variables, out of which one variable is going to be independent and the other is going to be dependent. So there are two variables, one is dependent and the other is independent. But as we do not know which variable is dependent or independent, we'll study it in the both ways. So it may be like this, that y depends on x, and it may be like this, that x depends on y. So the prediction of, how do we say? We say that the prediction of this dependent variable, which is based on the independent variable, will be your simple linear regression technique. This prediction will be done using simple linear regression. Now let us understand the brief definitions given by few scholars, how they define regression. So if we go by grammatic meaning, we say that this regression means going back. This is not progression, this is regression. This is going back, or some people also call it as stepping back. And technically, returning to the average values these are the general vocab meaning of this regression. It says that you are going to predict one variable based on the other, but this is only predictable when you have a relationship between these two variables, and that relationship has been established by using the averages. So what you are predicting is on the basis of averages. So whatever the behavior is, you predict that that behavior is coming back to the average itself. So that is how you define the regression in a layman's term. Now let us look at some definitions given by scholars. So one definition given by Professor M. Blair, and it says that this regression is a measure of this regression is a measure of the average relationship between two or more variables in terms of the original units. So two and more terms. If we study this regression for more than two terms, then it will be a multiple regression. But right now we are concerned with this two only. So it is your linear regression. So this regression it is a measure to define the relationship between these two variables. So it is not about correlating, but it is about having a relationship, average relationship. Maurice Hamburg gave a very functional definition of this and said that this regression analysis. So we learned that this regression is about a measure of average relationship, but regression analysis is a method by which estimates are made of the values of a variable from a knowledge of the values which you have established in the relationships of one or more other variables. To measure and to measurement of the errors involved in this estimation process. There are other definitions also which highlighted the use of this regression analysis and focused on mainly 2-3 points. What are these points? These points are establishment of relationship. So this itself is a big term. It means you will ensure that there is a relationship between x and y. Be x is a function of y or y is a function of x, but it says that these two are related. So you will establish it, then you will use this relationship to predict or forecast. And what we forecast? We forecast the dependent variable. This dependent variable is also known as explained variable, using the independent variable. So the crux of this regression will be these 2 points. Now let us understand the concept of lines of regression. So these are the basics of regression. If you do not understand this basic, then it will be a problem for you to remember the formulas and the expressions. So we say the lines of regression. Using these lines, all the prediction will be done, all the forecasting will be done. Lines of regression using the least squares approach. ये लीस्ट स्क्वायर अप्रोच क्या है और इसका यूज हम लोग लाइंस ऑफ रिग्रेशन में कैसे करने वाले हैं. सो इन दिस लाइंस ऑफ रिग्रेशन इज एक्चुअली द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एस्टिमेशन, और यू मे कॉल इट एज प्रेडिक्शन. कैसे किया जाएगा प्रेडिक्शन यूजिंग दीज लाइंस ऑफ regression. So in every case we will be having 2 lines of regression. So that is a point. I'll discuss this point later also, but there will always be 2 lines of regression in this linear regression analysis. हमेशा आप पाएंगे यहां पर 2 लाइन ऑफ regression की देखने वाले हैं. Okay, so we'll make a graph here. Yes. Okay, so this is as usual y-axis, x-axis, this is your origin point. Okay, now this line is defined by, this y is defined by is equal to y is equal to a plus bx. Now if you have studied the equation of line, this is like this. So this y, the value of y, so it is we call it as since there are 2 lines of regression, this is first line and we call it as y on x. Why y on x? Because for this y is depending on x, so y is dependent variable. We in this y on x we are trying to predict the value of y. So we say that y is equal to a plus bx. So there are different points of like x1, y1, then x2, y2, and we plot them, we get this line. And we are here trying to find out the best fit. How this best fit will be defined? Using the least square approach, this least squares approach says, these least squares approach says the line of best fit is one which minimizes the sum of the squares of the vertical distances from the observed points on the line. So least square approach says, so I will make this thing later. Yes, so this is y is equal to a plus bx. This least square approach says that if you want to predict, you will need to find out the best fit line on the line, and this best fit will be where the sum of the squares of the vertical distances from the observed point on the line is minimum. So the observed point, see this y is depending on x, so x is independent b x. अगर मान लें हम लोग x यहाँ पर है, तो हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि y जो है कितना होगा. तो अभी तो मैंने ये लाइन बना दी है, लेकिन ये लाइन आप पहले नहीं बना सकते, क्योंकि इसके लिए आपको रिलेशनशिप का पता होना चाहिए. तो ये डेविएशन जो आई आएगा एक्चुअल में, जो कहता है कि द स्क्वायर ऑफ द वर्टिकल डिस्टेंसेस फ्रॉम द ऑब्जर्व्ड पॉइंट ऑन द लाइन. सो ये जो वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस आने वाला है, ये बिकॉज दिस इज एक्चुअल and this is we made on the basis of the relationship. So that's why we said in the beginning that it is about stepping back to the average. Our prediction is based on the stepping back to the average concept. So this is called di, and this di will definitely be between x जो भी पॉइंट आपका y पर है, ये वाला पॉइंट बी इट y1, मैं इसको yi कह देता हूं, क्योंकि अगर होता ये y यहां पर भी होता I2. So as long as we do not know the values, we'll call it as I. So this is this d is nothing but this d is your yi minus y, and we can write it as yi, this d is equal to this di is equal to yi minus y, and y is this. So a minus b x I. So this is the deviation, vertical deviation है. See, which minimizes, I need to highlight this point. It says that this which minimizes the sum of the squares of the vertical distances from the observed point on the line. So the vertical distance from the observed point in line is this, and I need to minimize all the deviations taken from the observed point, their squares and their sum. That sum should be minimum, only then we can say it is a best fit. So this is basic concept about this, and similarly it also happen for x on y. x on y के केस में भी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही आपके साथ होने वाला है. यहाँ पर आपका x इज इक्वल टू, हम लोग a प्लस बी ना बोल करके c प्लस डी वाई कह देंगे. ये दोनों वैल्यूज सेम हैं, हम पढ़ेंगे अभी कि दोनों वैल्यूज क्या हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि एक ही सीरीज के हैं, तो हम यहाँ पर c और d से इसको डिनोट कर रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली दे आर डिनोटिंग सेम थिंग्स फॉर द रिस्पेक्टिव वेरिएबल. इन दिस केस देयर इज अ हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस. Why? Because the independent variable is now y. Why? Because x is now dependent on y. ये x on y का केस है. This is x on y. This was y on x. तो यहाँ पर भी हम लोग देखते हैं कुछ इस तरह से. This is xj. तो आप जो इनके बीच का डेविएशन निकालते हैं, जो di आता है, that is different xi minus c minus dy. फिर आपका इसका स्क्वायर करते हैं और ये आपका मिनिमम लेकर के आते हैं. सो दिस इज द बेसिक ऑफ योर लीस्ट स्क्वायर अप्रोच. बट व्हेन वी सॉल्व दीज थिंग्स, वी कम टू द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स व्हेन वी derive formulas for this. Now it becomes important for you. So if you have not understood any part before this, this is the time to open your eyes and understand this thing. This is important. This is the crux, and it says that the line of best fit, the line of best fit based on the relationships is given as y is equal to a plus bx. It means the value of y, again no need to mention, this is y on x. This is y on x. This, the best line fit is your y is equal to a plus bx. And using that deviation concept, the least square technique, we derive some normal equations. We derive some normal equations for estimating A and B. Why we need to estimate A and B? Because only when A and B are known, we can calculate the value of y depending on the behavior of x. So only the behavior of x is not required, but A and B is also required. This A is the intercept on y and this B is the slope of. So how much change in x will bring change in y will depend on the slope also. So what are these two equations? What are these normal equations? These are summation y. So let me write it with different color. This is important. This we will use to calculate. So summation y, we are deriving this from this and the deviation concept. Least square. This sigma y, summation y is equal to na plus small b multiplied by summation x. So we may mark it as equation 1. Then again a summation x plus b summation x square. This is equation 2. And by solving these two equations, you will get the values for a and b. Then we can put the values of a and b in y is equal to a plus bx. So after solving for a and b, what we get is b is equal to, this is small b is equal to summation xy minus summation x multiplied by summation y divided by n, function divided by this summation x square minus summation x upon n to the whole square. Only this summation x wala point. And you can rewrite it to the final formula. So this b is equal to n summation xy, we solved it, minus summation x multiplied by summation y divided by n summation x square minus summation x का whole square. So this is b. You can write it as 3 and a is equal to y bar minus bx bar by solving these above 1 or 2 equations. So this is equation number 4. So you have all the values and you can put all these values into this. Y is equal to a plus bx. This is equation number 5. So now we have these 5 equations, and these 5 equations will help you in determining the value of y, which depends on the x variable. So this is the line of best fit. Now this b is same, and this b will be your regression coefficient of y on x, and you will now rewrite it as byx. So from now you will write this b as yx if you are writing for y on x regression line. So again, writing this, so that you can make a note. This byx is important. It is a slope, it is a regression coefficient, and it will be defined like this: summation xy minus summation x multiplied by summation y. You will find a pattern here, and it will be easy to remember once you recognize the pattern. This will be your xy multiplied by n minus individual multiplication of the summation divided by n summation x square minus summation x ka whole square. This is your byx. You have the value of a, y bar minus bx bar. So once you get the value of byx, you will put the value into this, you get the a, and then you can easily calculate the equation, and the equation will be y minus y bar is equal to byx multiplied by x minus x bar. This is regression equation of y on x. So the examiner may want you to write the regression equation of y on x. So the regression equation of y on x is given as y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. So whatever the calculation we did on this is for y on x. So this all the above is for y on x regression line. It means that we are supposed to do the same thing. We will do the same thing for, can you tell me? It was y on x, so we'll do the same thing for
x on y.
x on y. And since the concept is same, calculations are same, can we say that the regression equation for x on y will be x minus x bar is equal to bxy and y minus multiplied by y minus y bar. This is your regression equation for x on y. Can you note this? Okay, coming back, this is the regression equation of x on y. This is your x minus x bar is equal to bxy minus multiplied by y minus y bar. Is it okay? No. There will be a slight change. No one among you is responding. It makes me a little disappointed. See, we will derive this regression equation x on y once we have the value of a, b, only then we can do this. So let's go back. We'll use the Euler code for this. This is x on y. So the line of best fit can be calculate yx is equal to c plus dy. Can you relate these two equations? That is why I am writing this side by side and deriving these. Summation of x is equal to nc plus d summation of y. See, the variables are exchanged. C summation of y plus d summation of y ka whole square. So as you calculated b here, we need to calculate d here. So this d will be calculated here. This d will be is equal to, you will find a pattern here. See, you compare just these two things. D is equal to sigma xy will be same. चाहे आप xy को multiply करके add कीजिए, चाहे yx को multiply करके add कीजिए, this will give you same thing. Sigma x and sigma y is also going to be same. Divided by sigma x square की जगह पर sigma y square और यहाँ पर sigma y का whole square divided by n, and we will write it as n sigma x y minus summation x summation y divided by n summation y square minus summation y का whole square. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? And the value of c, जैसे आपने वहां पर a कैलकुलेट किया था, यहां पर c हम लोग कैलकुलेट करेंगे. c will be x बार माइनस dy बार. This d is regression coefficient, similarly like b, but this is for of x on y. इसको आप अब जो है d ना लिख करके we will replace it with bxy, because now that's a difference. Previously for y on x it was byx, now it is bxy. So this will measure the change in x by 1 unit change in y. And this bxy is nothing but reciprocal. So this bxy can be defined as this. And you can put all these values to get your equation of regression equation of x on y. So we'll do a question first, only then we'll be able to understand. So this equation is going to be your x minus x bar is equal to bx y minus y bar. Now I hope you get this point. Okay, so this was all for the conceptual base for the understanding of formulas and concepts of regression. So let me just remind you, let me just recall this for you. Y on x, this is derivation 1, 2, value of b, value of a. This b is coefficient, regression coefficient. This b is telling me how much 1 unit change in x will cause a change in y. On the same line we derive for the x on y. So like it was y minus y bar, byx, x minus x bar regression equation for y on x. The other is regression equation for x on y, and you will find that there is an inverse relationship between this byx and bxy. So you may sometime replace this byx as 1 by bxy. आप इसको ऐसे रिप्लेस भी कर सकते हैं, कई जगह पर किया भी हुआ है. Okay, so this is done, and now we will look at one question, and we will wind up the class. This question says, it's given sigma x is equal to 50, the summation y is equal to 30, summation xy is equal to 1000, summation x square is equal to 3000, summation y square is equal to 1800, and n is equal to 10. Calculate regression coefficients. रिग्रेशन कोफिशिएंट थी कौन सी, क्या ये आप मुझे याद दिला सकते हैं? इट मीन्स दे वॉन्ट मी टू कैलकुलेट दिस बी, बट दिस बी इज बी एक्स वाई एंड बी वाई एक्स. इट मीन्स दिस सॉल्यूशन विल बी हैविंग टू पार्ट्स. दिस पार्ट 1 will calculate regression coefficient of x on y. So you will put the formula. Formula says byx is equal to n sigma xy minus summation x multiplied by summation y divided by n summation y square minus summation y ka whole square. You have all the values you can put and calculate. And part 2 for regression coefficient of y on x. So this is byx. This is same, only there you will find some changes. So the questions are simple only if you understand these concepts: y on x, x on y, regression equation इसके लिए, regression equation इसके लिए, how you calculate byx, how you calculate bxy, how you calculate a here, how you calculate c here, and the basic generic equations. So this is all for today, and let us note one property here, that two lines of regression, they pass through their means. It means that these two lines of regression pass through their respective means. So it can be derived that intersection of these regression lines will give us x bar and y bar. दे मीन्स उनके इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट पर हमें ये मीन आसानी से मिल सकता है. सो क्लास, दिस वॉज ऑल.